this is the total number of pages that you are dealing with, and anyhow, you know, we can say that I forget precisely about this OJ. So anyhow, it's like there's total number of links, but then each link provides some probability, and so we are accumulating the probability or the authority that is given to a given page, because when a page is pointing to multiple pages, that particular page only offers a share of its credit to the pages that it points to. So this allows us to figure out what is the share of that comes to this page, and that depends on how many other pages this page is pointing to. How many other pages J is pointing to besides I. And another algorithm I told you about is hyperlink-induced topic search. Page rank is not query specific, and page rank can be computed for all the web pages ahead of time, and so it's a measure that's computed independent of a particular search, whereas this algorithm called HITS was introduced for the purpose of making certain importance of a page to calculate that, but in the context of a particular topic. So which pages are important for this topic, which pages are important for another topic, like that. And so in this approach, for every page, there are two numbers that are being computed, and one number that's being computed is called the hub value of a page, and another value that's computed is called the authority value of that page. And so every page will be, eventually when you finish, every page will have these two numbers assigned to them. And so the question is, you know, give us a method, give us an iterative approach to compute authority and hub values. And this was done by this professor Jan Kleinberg at Cornell, and you know, his papers are very, very highly referenced, and you know, he's got some major award recently for his work in this area in terms of topic-specific authority and hub calculation. So essentially, a page, if it's an authority, that means that people go to that page for information on that topic. And if a page is a hub, it means that this page points to many authorities on that topic. So a hub means, you know, someone who points to a good page or authority page, and authority means someone who receives pointers from many high-valued hubs. So again, as I told you, the picture is a little bit confusing because there are some arrows, but the arrows are so small that maybe some of you in the back, you may not see that there are arrows. But anyhow, as I said, hub, its value depends on the authority values of these guys. And with respect to this picture, you have all these incoming links, and this is a particular page that we are currently interested in, and we are trying to compute the authority of this page. And the authority of this page depends on the importance of all the hubs who are pointing to this page. And so it's expressed in this kind of formula. And so initially you may say, you know, all of them have same value for hub and authority, and then you run this iteration, these two equations a number of times, and then you know, hopefully the final values after 20 or 30 iterations that you converge to will tell you, you know, the authority of a certain page and hub of value of certain page for a particular topic. So since this algorithm is topic specific, the way the method works is that you try to pick some seed pages. They're called a seed set, and you need to create a seed set that you know are, for example, good authorities, or you know they are good hubs, or things like that. And sometimes, you know, you can do a search, and then from the search you can look at them, and based on some results you look at, you can pick a seed set, and then the authority and hub values are computed from the seed set. So for different queries you will have different seed sets, and that way you create topic-specific hub and authority values. So there are also additional methods that people have started using beyond just you know, things like PageRank and so on, and they may use, you know, the text that is available that's part of the anchor text. And so not only they look at frequency of words and keywords within a given page, but they could look at frequency of certain words in the anchor text of the web pages that are pointing to a given page. And so some of the methods that are used, you know, like features that are used to decide how good a page is are further enhanced, and furthermore they've made more sophisticated. And so again, in this context, as these methods get stronger, you know, the spammers are also doing stuff, different stuff, and so there's also need for more work to deal with these kinds of issues. Along these lines, what we are doing in our research is to look at how trust of a page can be, just like authority can be calculated and hub value can be calculated. We try to see if we can calculate trust in some similar way, and then if we can calculate trust in some similar way, then how to combine the trust that we calculate along with the other measure, like authority, for example. So how we can combine authority and trust in order to get, you know, more reputable search results. So our approach basically make these kind of claims that trust should not be directly used for authority ranking, but you know, we need to somehow combine it. It's not, shouldn't replace it, you know, things like that. Trust-based approaches mainly focus on whether some page is spam or not, and so what we are trying to do is calculate trust, you know, somehow as a part of the whole process. And then once we know the trust component, then we combine it with other so-called relevance component, and then we can do the ranking using both. There was a method, there's a well-known researcher in this area. In fact, within information retrieval, there's a sub-area of information retrieval that people are referring to as adversarial information retrieval. And these kinds of topics, like, you know, computing or incorporating trust into web search and so on, they are within the general topic, within the bigger topic of adversarial information retrieval. And this professor from the United States from Lehigh University. He actually started this conference